Roosevelt and Broadway Station in Queens. Do you know who this guy is?
A group of teenagers poured cold water on a stranger and then were shot dead. The video showed an angry homeowner walking out of the door with a weapon. A 16-year-old boy named Agus was at the end of the group when he was unfortunately shot while fleeing. The other teenagers heard the sound and immediately scattered and ran away, but Agus died due to severe injuries. When the police arrived at the scene, they immediately arrested the homeowner and stated that these teenagers had not been harassing neighbors for the first time. They often knocked on the door in the early morning and then ran away immediately, causing trouble for the entire community. Previously, people had warned them many times, but they still continued their behavior. After Agus's mother heard that her son had died, she immediately sued the homeowner. She couldn't believe that someone would pull the trigger on a 16-year-old boy and accuse the homeowner of murder, demanding $1.2 million in compensation. The homeowner's lawyer stated that it was because the teenagers poured water on the homeowner that such a consequence occurred. However, the judge indicated that the homeowner should have called the police and should not have used a lethal weapon.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and this is one for the racist people that troll me in the comment section. Now, the first video, my man looks like he's a Latino or some Hispanic ethnic group, and he was playing his accordion in a station in New York, and the black dude walked up and kicked his shit. Now, that was dead wrong. Let me just get that the fuck out the way. And then we got a group of teenagers that robbed somebody, or I think they robbed somebody. Let me see, I could be wrong. Either robbed somebody or knocked on his group of teenagers, poured a large bucket of cold water on homeowner, and he shot him dead. Now, I'm not gonna say that necessarily was wrong what they were doing. They were being kids. However, it damn sure wasn't the right thing to do, and they didn't deserve that. However, you can't knock on a person's door and when they open it, throw freezing cold water in their face. They might react a little uncouth, not rational. But then they stupid asses should have been doing something. I don't know the ages of the kids. The video said it and I wasn't listening, but this is the shit that I rail against, contrary to racists in my comment section, because I disagree with Steven Crowder and Charlie Kirk. They like to say shit like, oh, you're just being racist, you don't like white people. Look, I like and I love everybody, right? I got no problem with nobody. The only people I don't like is people that don't like me. I think that's natural. I think that's the consensus with everybody, rational people at least. But I rail against shit like this because, one, it makes my community look bad. Two, it makes my argument very hard when I try to defend black people against the likes of Steven Crowder and Charlie Kirk and Nick Fuentes and Myron Gaines, and we can keep going on with these right-wing talking heads that just be talking out their ass trying to demonize black people. We just gonna say what it is, right? They try to demonize black people because demonizing black people is a money market. Let's not get it fucked up. I'm old enough to know that if you demonize a black person, you can make money off that shit. See the minstrel shows, Jim Crow laws, and prison industrial complex, crack cocaine era, rap music. What else did they demonize black people with? The O.J. Simpson trial. The O.J. Simpson trial brought so many jobs to entertainment. Hell, Nancy Grace literally got her first show on True TV because of O.J. Simpson. If you're 30 years old, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even going to argue with you. This is a fact. She got a book deal. Mark Verman. Let me explain to me, how does a racist get a book deal? He was literally an extremist, neo-Nazi, right-wing, redneck racist, and he got a book deal and a TV special. I think it was docuseries, some shit like that, right? Racist motherfucker. He was on record calling niggas niggas. And not nigga, he was using hard R. How does he get a book deal? How did he get $1 million to retire up in, I think, Wyoming, some shit like that? Because they got that off the back of OJ. If you think OJ is guilty, you haven't done research. Once again, I'm not arguing with you. But yeah, they this makes my job hard because I'd have to, if in my guesstimations, out of 100% of black people in America, I would have to say about 10%. So it's 43 million of us. I have to say about 4.3 million black people is probably doing some lewd, lascivious, unsavory, criminalistic act, right? Which speaks volume because that means the other 90% ain't fucking with nobody. I want to say the number is probably a lot less. I know gang members don't constitute a percent of the black community. I think across America, whether Bloods, GDs, Crips, Vice Lords, I think it's like what, 100,000 of them niggas that don't even scratch the population of black society. So like, and most of those people that GDs, and you got some people that's Latin Kings and hell even Crips that's not even black. So you shave off some numbers of people that's non-black affiliated with gang sets, it's probably less. So yeah, but this like makes my fucking job harder when you got idiots, whether kids or adults, doing shit like this. Because it's like, okay, with the hostility that black people face towards people that are non-black and non-white, it makes I'm not even gonna front like it's not like it makes being retaliating very easy. However, I'm a person that don't like to keep shit going and likes to find solutions to problems. So that's not necessarily the wisest thing to be doing, right? Somebody wrong you, you shouldn't wrong them. Violence doesn't solve anything with violence. I tell people all the time, you solve anything with violence, you still got a problem, right? Because you kick my ass, like I'm not gonna be cool with that. So there's a residual problem that's gonna linger. And for the sake of this country, like I don't think people need to actually be solving shit with non-solvable solutions. Like, so yeah, this it's a bad look for black folks. This is one of the many things that I'm gonna have to defend later on in life. People will be like, oh, what about the video? What about the video of the kids playing ding dong ditch and throwing cold water in people's face, and just all types of stupidity that I gotta combat. But as an advocate for disenfranchised people, the only thing you can do is keep advocating for people. I'm not gonna not advocate for disenfranchised and black people, because while there are people that are minorities that is doing fuck shit, and even black people that's doing fuck shit, shit is happening to us. We're not gonna absolve the dominant society for wrongdoing because we doing fuck shit. No, it don't work like that. We do fuck shit, they do fuck shit, you gotta call it out. I'm an equal opportunity, call everybody outer type of nigga. In any event, if you like this episode, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out. No.